but I wanted to add this introduction in the beginning to let you know this is me sharing, things I went through and thoughts I had or how I was feeling, or especially over the last 7 years. It is really the last 7 years of my life. I saw things begin to change and turn. And it's not as if I didn't have challenges before then, but there's something about the last 7 years of my life that really, I don't like using the word triggered, but shifted a lot. And I could feel the need for me to shift. The best way I can describe it is, and I'm going to get this wrong because I'm not a scientific person, but when there's an earthquake or whatever, it's because the two platelets are shifting or causing friction against each other. And that's the way I have been feeling over the last 7 years. And I could not explain it. All I knew was to write about it, talk about it, do poetry about it. But I knew was and is a shift in my life that is requiring more of me and what I do, and what I say, and what I share. Welcome to the vulnerability of it all. I don't know if you call it fair warning or forewarning or whatever call it. Some of it is very, I don't know what to call it. It is a consciousness of things I was going through, and just those moments of feeling alone and trying to unite myself or align myself to talk it through, to hear, to listen, to make sure I was moving or doing or understanding what was happening. But there are times you just don't understand. There are times you just have to wait and be in the midst of it. One of the quotes, and it's interesting because you all have shared quotes and scriptures, and like I said, I put them on I've been putting some of those on my wall. And one that stands out to me is life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. And I had to get to a point of stop asking, why me, Lord? Why is this happening to me? But why not me? What are you trying to do in me? What are you trying to get me to see? How are you trying to get me to grow and change and be mature? I believe a lot of it was breaking that pride, that self-sufficiency, that independency, because I have been doing it and living in a place of survival for so long. I wanted to make sure that, some of what I'm sharing, honestly, I just really got into being more consistent about sharing my writing and my poetry. I hope that you enjoy it to the point of you say, that released me, and saying, my heart felt that, my spirit is free. I'm not alone. I'm encouraged, I'm uplifted, I'm elevated. I'm in the middle of a shift, but I know the shift is working in my favor to be able to say those things, to walk in those things, and to know those things. All right. I guess that's it. That's all I have to say. I hope you enjoy it, but I hope that it resonates to you to a point that you are set free and that you are no longer bound by the prison the world tries to put you in or the prison that you have locked yourself in. I pray and hope that one of my poems reaches you and puts the key in your hand to unlock the door and to walk out and say to yourself, I am beautiful, regardless of my flaws, regardless of my mistakes. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, but y'all, I don't know by now, I'm an emotional person, but regardless of my flaws, regardless of my mistakes, regardless of my shortcomings, regardless of the choices that I made, regardless, I'm still beautiful from the inside out. It doesn't matter what my parents did. It doesn't matter what my friends said. You've got to know that you're beautiful and focus on the good things about yourself, because someone will always have something negative to say. All right. This is vulnerability for poetry. For so long, I thought that I was forgotten. I thought that nobody cared. I felt abandoned and rejected. I felt like I didn't matter, that what I was going through was nothing. I'm sure you've had those same feelings.
But what I learned as I continue to live was that I do matter. I first and foremost matter to God. I secondly matter to myself. And I have to remember that I hold on to the scripture that He has not forsaken me, or abandoned me, or rejected me. I want you to remember that you matter too. Yes, you may have those thoughts, but the more that you realize your worth and see your value and who you are and who He knows that you are, those thoughts will come far and few between.